right back. I'm gonna grab some gear. Oh, Dave, what's up? Ethan, how you doing, buddy? Doing all right. Doing all right. Um, I'll explain why I'm doing what I'm doing here in just a second. Let me go grab the rest of the gear that I need. Here for now. Check out this table. I made, I made a bunch of. It's got dovetail legs, but I made a bunch of benches or like shelving and stuff for my wife the other day. I have to show you guys that when I get a chance. Who all we have here? I'm sure my fat fingers. Yep. Francisco's here. How you doing, buddy? Mark Lamb. Rock on tree dudes. What's up, Mark? How you doing, buddy? Room construction. Jeez, ooh. Right on, Dan. Dude, your place. You're doing a hell of a job, though. You really are. Looks killer. I try not to mess with that stuff. Try to stay away from it as much as I can. I think I'm gonna put a hardwood floor in the in our laundry room here soon. So, what up, Bridge Burner? How we doing, buddy? Oh, no problem, Dan. It looks killer. It really does. And I don't know. You're a jack of many skills there because when it comes to drywall, I can't do it. So, first of all, I'm sure everybody's kind of curious. Why am I? Or you guys may not care. You guys may just want some content. I don't know. But the reason that I am actually even out here doing this right now is the ground guys lost my knee ascender, my Haas. Oh, we got Stead Man here. Now this is a kicking little live feed. We at least know we're about that live now. Yeah, my ground guys just recently lost my Petzl micro pulley. That was kind of a bummer. You know, not a huge deal, but a bummer. I went and I picked up a new one from K&K. They sent me with some stickers and shit like that to kind of advertise for them. But so the other day we did a job, and apparently my knee ascender is now gone. It's just disappeared. I've looked everywhere for it. I can't find it. And for those of you that were on the live feed the other night, or was that last night? I don't even remember anymore. I told you I had a cabling job coming up. Well, that cabling job also consists of a lot of pruning, so, you know, spikeless. And I have ways of doing it with the Petzl, but the Grigri system, but I'm not into it. If I can avoid using it, I would rather use rope wrench. I feel more comfortable, feel safer. Do you see Greg here? Oh, what up, man? All our ice and snow just melted this morning, so it's kind of nice because everything was covered in ice. But how do y'all? Oh, Steven's here. So you can't click. Let's see people's content anymore in the chat. Yeah. Oh, really? That's a bummer. Oh, Nick, what is happening, man? hey guys, some of you guys need to go over and check out Nick's channel. He puts out really good content, and it's really good when it comes to the editing and the camera aspect of a YouTube channel. Really good. Always positive, uplifting. It's always good. You should definitely stop in there, check him out, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff, and he puts out some good stuff. So, what's up, Ironwood? I see woodpecker arborist. Hey John, hope you're missing. Having a dang. Oh, okay. Right. So the guys lost my knee ascender. I need a knee ascender. So me kinda. Yeah, it really is bridge burner hit. So Nick's the guy. Right on, Nick. I need a knee ascender. So me being me, I can always think something up. Usually with the gear that I have, the tools that I have, and I try to avoid having to go spend a bunch of money. Who knows? My knee ascender may pop up. I haven't heard from Jake in like 3 or 4 weeks, so don't know what's up with him. Videos are not, yeah, they are definitely. Yeah, I haven't heard from Jake in a while, but he may have my knee ascender because we sent him back over to a job, the only job that knee ascender could be on, and the guy had gave us a steel, had some shirts and stuff like that, and I forgot him, so I sent Jake back over. I haven't heard from Jake since then. He said he was sick, and then after that, I don't know. Oh, Rob, what is up, buddy? Happy New Year to you too, man. So I haven't tested this. It may not work at all. It's a pretty rough design, but I figured I wasn't doing nothing. And you guys, you guys are always a good time. So I figure I'll run a live feed. I'm gonna have to watch in a bit. Missy Sue got me. Oh, right on, right on. Hey, yeah, you be careful, man. Get your stuff done. It's always here. It's always here, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in, John. I really do. BR, what is up? Do you have a chest? Okay. I don't use a chest ascender. He has a bungee from foot to knee ascender directly, and it passes through a ring near his chest. Yeah, here. Let me show you what I came up with. So, it's probably going to be pretty uncomfortable. What I use, as far as the chest, I use a 4 SRT chest harness. That's what this is. So, throw it over. This is what tends my slack, or you can always take your lanyard, which I'll show you for those guys that are kind of getting into this. You can always take your lanyard off your side of your saddle and throw it over the back of your shoulder here, and then hook in, and it'll tend your slack too if you tighten it up correctly. So this is going to be a little weird in bibs, but let's see what we can do here. Let me throw on my saddle, and I will show you what I came up with. Shoot, I didn't grab a foot ascender. I have to grab a foot ascender too. This would be a nightmare trying to get these up over these coveralls. Oh my god. Bunchy. So, I don't plan on like climbing around in this. I'm literally going to go up here, back down, try to test it out. It may need some adjusting. I imagine it will. But what I did was I started thinking. You guys still there? If you are, that's so surprising. My phone is oh, you are awesome. Yeah, this is the new place here, Rob. Okay. Got me a bin right range coming this week. Awesome. I have no lander, just spread. Oh, right on. Dang it, don't. Keep doing this. Okay. It's my dad, I think, calling. He's so used to me picking up the phone instantly, he'll call me back to back to back to back to back and think something's wrong if I don't. So, we'll see. Okay. I got behind on the comments, so if I didn't answer something, you just have to ask again. Let me go ahead and put the camera down, put on my foot ascender. I have boots on, so this is going to be a little awkward. But, what?
That's how he is inside. He's completely under the table.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's
He's barking. In his sleep.
Okay, that's it. Bye.
Bye. Yesterday I took my daughter to get her other Christmas gift, which was a full-blooded Great Pyrenees puppy. So she's pretty stoked about that. He's a little fur ball, and he's pretty neat. But yeah, on my foot is my foot ascender. And allow me to show you what I came up with for a chest ascender, or knee ascender. So, bring it up. What I have here, from here to here, is a foot loop, a Petzl foot loop, hooked to a hand ascender, hooked to a bungee cord. And what I did is on this end, I just pulled the cord out, wrapped it back up, and put it there so that it gave me the right length and a lot more bungee to it. So by the looks of this, if you see there, it's just hooked in. So when I get up there, take it off. If I need, flip it back in. Probably not gonna like that. I may end up putting a carabiner here and just clipping it so that it can't pop off. But let's see how it works. So put you guys right back here. Is that gonna be all weird? Nah, I should be alright. So on my setup here, of course, now you're a mile away and you can't see it. So let me just bring you here. We'll just leave you close. The hell with it. I'll climb out of the camera view and then climb back into it. So I use this. You could use this same concept with the rope wrench and you know, hitch climber or whatever pulley. This is where a lot of my connections go in, as far as my chest harness, and possibly my knee ascender may clip to my chest harness. So I'll actually end up putting my knee ascender here. Well, I may go a little higher, but no matter what, it'll be up underneath, probably right there. So it'll tend as I go up. You guys got to go back a little bit, or you're not going to see any of this except for like the first 2 steps, and then it'll be over with. So let's see how it works. Like I said, it's attached here. if you look down, there's quite a bit of gap from the bottom of this to the ground. That's your play that you're going to get. That's the jump that you'll get each time that you lift your foot. So if I wanted more jump here, I would raise this somehow, put it up a little higher. I mean, I would like a little bit more of a step, but there is a point on your bungee where it gets stiff, and it just won't, go no more. So if you look there, and I lift my foot, I get quite the jump in it, probably 6 inches or so. So that's the ideal of a knee ascender. It is, you step into it, it locks. As you release your pressure off your foot down here, it will bounce up. So let's try it. It feels like it's gonna work pretty good actually. So I ain't gonna wear a helmet because I'm only going up a couple feet. So shh, don't tell nobody. Actually, I'm gonna go up through my where I clip in. I'm gonna go up underneath that so it's not pressing down on my anchor point on my bridge. So only thing I'll do, put my chest harness in. I have this little S clip, and I'll clip it into that. I guess I also need to hang on. It wouldn't hurt if I clipped into my zigzag too. That'd probably help a little bit. So when you're doing rope walking, either you need to put like some weight on the bottom of this. A lot of times you have your chainsaw, you can tie your chainsaw right off the ground so it keeps the rope straight and stiff. Or you can always take your rope, bundle it up, and then wrap it up so you get a little bit of weight there. I don't feel like going in and grabbing any well, I guess I have one right there. It would probably work. So, knee extender is the last thing I usually clip in. I put my foot in first. Then I put my chest harness in. And all this stuff, it will be adjusted so you get maximum flow on everything. Your chest harness will need to be adjusted. Your knee ascender will need to be adjusted, but it's just simple little adjustments, so it's nothing major. So here we go. See if this works. Oh yeah, maybe I should put my foot in it. Okay. Yeah, it works really good. You just unclip your hand or your knee extender and yeah, that's it. I'm not going to adjust it. I'm not going to mess with it. It's simple. Very easy design for anybody that has a hand ascender. You can make a foot loop out of some rope. It only needs to bear the weight of like your one leg and half your weight a lot of times. So it's not like it needs to be the strongest. I like for it to be something light. But like I said here, this pops off, and then you have your hand ascender. This foot loop is for my gree system, and it's usually 3 times this long. Because on the gree system, the hand ascender's up here, and the foot loop stretches all the way down to my foot. So I just doubled it up, and then girth hitched it there. Instead of, because when I clipped it with a carabiner, it was a little too long. So to get the height I needed, I just girthed it. You could wrap it around 2-3 times, whatever you needed to do. But yep. That's my knee ascender for tomorrow. Oh, you want to see that, Rob? I wanted to kind of touch bases on how I base anchor. Let me show you guys. When you're base anchoring, a lot of times, especially if you guys do them like conifers and the pine trees that are straight and just a pole. Ooh, that's not going to work. The ones that are just like straight as a pole, you start to worry as you get up there, it could slide up because it's not like the tree gets fatter as it goes up. On some of them, the tree gets skinnier. So you can either twist your rope around it because let's say, okay. Okay, here's how I had it. The rope comes over to this side. So what I do is, instead of just wrapping it around and clipping it on, instead of just doing this and clipping it on, because I also run into trees like that, what I do is I think about the width of the tree. I want to at least have that much line here to the end. I slap in a circus knot, which we went over in that last live video. I throw it around. Then what I do is go through that circus knot and bring the rope back the other direction. So then what that does is this rope that's over here, it comes around and actually gives you twist on the tree. So you click in there, now there is like absolutely no way for that to slip out. And you end up with a double wrap here that comes around, and here's your that you'll be climbing on. Comes to here. I probably should switch that around, that way the pin isn't running into the wood. But like I said, I was only going a couple feet. Then you end up with your rope real tight to the tree, and it works its way up and wraps around. So that's the reason I do that. And I feel incredibly safe when I'm doing it usually, so a lot safer than I do with you know, bowling and stuff. Company, gotta run late. Oh, I'll see you, Greg. Dang it. He's probably already gone. I didn't even tell him bye. Some more setup. See you, Greg. Again, I saw someone do something similar, but with a longer bungee. Instead of attaching it to the ring, he passes it through and clipped it to his foot ascender. Oh, okay, yeah, I could see if you had a super long bungee, you're gonna get a lot of bungee play. I don't want a bunch. I only want what a comfortable step is for me. That's how much play I want. I don't want any more than that, because you start to get more than that, then I have bad knees. So what happens is, if you have too much bungee here, you end up with your knee way up here, and you have to step off of that, which is so hard for a guy that's got bad knees. So yeah, I try to avoid that as much as I can, and that's the reason that I don't use that a lot of times. But my bird feeder. I was gonna use that for my mailbox, but I ended up using a big old cedar log, and then our retaining wall came out good. Yeah. We hang out in the ratty old shed. Oh, yeah. Now I can chill with you guys for a little bit. I'm not going to do a long live feed here, because I actually want to get back in and edit the next video that's coming out. It's a good one. I run into a lot of issues on actually it was a job right behind here at my neighbor's house, and I had Dave running ropes, and he about ripped me out of the tree a couple different times. The guy has major issues with the whole letting it run thing. And for those of you that don't know, Dave's been doing this kind of work for close to 10 years. Granted, he worked for my dad and stuff like that, and they don't do this kind of stuff. They're old school. Hang it and then lower it kind of stuff. But natural crotch, I'm not. So, you know, it was like trying to teach him to do different. But yeah, I run into a lot of issues with that. I was in a dead tree. So, you know, if there's ever going to be a time you need a guy to let it run when you're tied into the same spar that you're rigging off of and it's dead as the doornail, I was terrified. So, yeah, that video is coming up. And I will get to the cabling job tomorrow. I will definitely do a video for you guys. Volume is mighty low. How about you, Dan? Is it really low? It's probably just my phone, man. It's junk. Wait. Looks like it works well. Nice ascent. Oh, dang, I'm way behind on comments. I do smaller steps. When I grow up, I'm gonna... Yeah, me too, Rob. Short steps are easier. I like it. That'll work. Caps, I see. Long steps. I'm like, I am too, buddy. I'm 6'2". So most tree guys are pretty short. Yeah, I'm 6'2", and that's without boots on. So I'm a pretty lanky guy. I think I surprise a lot of people when we end up meeting up, because every tree guy I've ever met is very short. So I don't know. I don't know if that's just a normal thing for tree guys, but. Yeah, actually, Dan, I'm the one that pruned that tree. It had a major, it actually had a major ice storm that came through here, and it wrecked the tree. And the tree had nothing but a bunch of shit that was growing out over the house. And it's a tulip poplar, so they're incredibly weak as it is. It kept breaking branches out and landing on the house. This is before I bought the house. And it turns out, you know, it was one of them times where it's like they were begging me to top the tree, and I wouldn't do it. And I told her that, you know, let me do it my way. And if you don't like it, and it's not what you're looking for, I'll top it. So I've never been so glad that I made that decision and had that argument, because now I live here and I have to look at this tree every day. So if you look, it had a heavy reduction done to it. It's gonna be hard to get it in camera, but it's got now. It doesn't grow out over the house near as much like it used to. I think I'm gonna buy one of them big swings that kind of sit down and they make a platform, and put it right in this area here. My wife and daughter would probably dig that, but yeah, was really glad that I didn't top this thing and butcher it and just do what they wanted. But yeah. I'm at home, we got some. Yeah, I know he does, doesn't he? I see 2 60-foot oaks in my yard. I'll climb and try stuff out. That's cool. Gotta run, guys. I'll see you, Mike. See you, buddy. Gotta go. Rob, I'll catch you later. Send him up a tree. Root form, aka yeah. Being tall is better. Yes, it is. Being skinny and light is better. I can get around in a tree better than most guys, and it's just, I think being a skinny, lanky guy probably has a whole lot to do with that. So, you know, that's just my opinion on that. But yeah. Well, the lighting here is a lot better. I'm average this one. That's awesome. At least you're not below average. That's all that matters, right? This is hard to do. With a customer, good job, I'll just say, top it for free. No, no. Exploring why I don't top trees. Explaining why I don't top trees. Yeah, it's tough. So, to deal with, finding that, it, I believe a true tree guy is an artist. He steps back and locates visually those vertical limbs that you're looking for, for structure and proper growth patterns. So a guy to be able to sit back and see that, this limb may go way out here 50 feet, but you could bring it to this lateral and get correct growth, proper heel up, and then you're training the tree to do what you want and grow the way you want. So looks like I just keep losing people over and over and over on this. I'm probably boring the hell out of you guys. I'm gonna go make a video that you guys will probably enjoy a lot more than this. Like I said, just wanted to touch bases with you guys. I was hoping that maybe this helps somebody when they want to come up with a knee ascender. So that's the reason I did it. That's the reason I shared it. I'm gonna hop off here before it gets too late. Clean my stuff up, wrap my rope up, and like I said, get ready for tomorrow and do that cable job. I'll try to kick that video out next after this one that I put out. I'll jump that one ahead since we've been talking about it, so it doesn't get so far out of on the list of stuff that we forget that we even talked about it, or the reaction I got was yes, definitely do it. So maybe there's a few of you that are gonna cable some stuff. Maybe this will help you. So I tell them how I would like to thin the tree. If they still want it topped, I tell them I do that free. Oh no, no, I won't. I will not. I will. I always go with the. I'm very confident in my work, what I do, and that if I can understand that customer and they're not being unreasonable and they're not wanting just to make a hat rack out of their tree, I feel like the whole let me do my way, and if you don't like it, I can always kill it afterwards. That's kind of my go-to saying there. So you throw that little jab at them, at the end where you say, well, I can kill it right afterwards if that's what you want. So that's kind of the way I do it. It's served me well so far in my career, but it's a tough road to take. I lose work often because I won't do it. I won't do things that aren't the right way. So it's tough, and it's really hard to say you ain't worked in a few days or a week, and you have that job, and that's all they want. They want it topped, and they want it, or they want it for a dirt cheap price. Before I'm gonna lower my own value or lower my own standards by doing something that's bad practice, I'll do without. I'm that same way with anything in life. I'd rather never ask for anything, and because I feel like if I work hard enough, I can get anything I want. So it just takes a little extra work, and work never scared me. Yeah, yeah. Well, you have your own way. That I understand where you're going with that ironwood. It probably does work. So yeah, yeah. But I've been lucky. Like I said, I've never had to go back and top a tree. I ask him to let me do it my way, because I've I've done major crown reductions that, if they're done right, that still looks like a proper tree there. But I've took as much out as a guy that would have butchered and topped that tree as far as height, and stuff like that. I just didn't leave a bunch of stubs. We did corrective pruning and proper pruning where, we're training the tree and we're looking for solid lateral growth. We're eliminating stress and bad growth, So it's more about, I feel like when you're doing those kind of things, it's more about training that tree. And I'll tell a customer, it's sometimes if it's a really big tree, it's a multiple year process. This year I'll do this, the next year I'll do this, and before you know it, you will have that perfect little tree. But too much on a tree all at once will kill it. Too much. I mean, that's like, say you need 20 different surgeries. They don't do all 20 surgeries at once. They do them periodically to allow your body to heal up. Same way with a tree. If it needs a bunch, it's sometimes better to do a slow process of step by step. So that's just my own opinion. You take it or leave it. That's just me. Yeah, I have two, Bridge Burner. Yeah, there's some of them that you just had to get away. I just had some lady call me an asshole and hang up on me the other day, and all I said was, "Yes, ma'am." I got "yes, ma'am" out of my mouth, and I guess she thought I was gonna argue with her, so she was so fired up. She was so worked up. She goes, she goes, "You're an asshole. You're done." I was like, "Okay, okay." So it is what it is. I don't know what her problem was. She blew up a couple different times on some other workers that she had, and then I knew that because I've worked for her before though, but I was worried about working for her because she was talking a bunch of shit on the guys that just delivered wood for her, and I was like, well, and she said, well, they're supposed to do or take care of my tree, but it was another one of them. Oh, your tree's dead. It had some included bark on it, or the bark had started to crisscross and flip up. They said, oh, that's the worst thing you could do with that tree's dead. It needs down. I get it. I get you tree guys that are out there that know where the money's at. You know, the money is in removals. I say that, but I a lot of times making much money on prunes. So, but the money's in removals. The easy, way to just get a big job and the most amount of money out of that customer is tell them that tree's shot. And then you can go home and lay your head on your pillow. I can't do that. Just like this job, the company had told them the tree was shot. I showed up. This was a perfectly healthy tree. It was beautiful. Big old silver maple. It just needed some weight reduction, a little bit in the crown, some dead wooding, and eliminate some unnecessary growth. Maybe allow some wind to get through so it doesn't rip the tree all around, more pass through. So she was angry that they lied to her because I personally, I couldn't find one thing wrong with the tree, and I told her, I was like, if I find anything wrong with this, I'm not here to just tell you that they're wrong, but the truth is the truth. So, she talked a bunch of crap on them guys, and then she would call me, and then the day that I'm supposed to, she'd set it for a week out. I told her, my estimates are good for a week. She says, let's set it for a week out. I said, okay. So that week would come up, and that morning, she would wait till the morning, and she would call me and cancel, and say, it's kind of nasty. I don't want you in the rain. Are you serious? So this happened 3 weeks in a row. And on the third week, on the second week, I was like, well, I just can't do this. You have to understand, my guys are subcontractors. So, when I called them, they're up, they're ready to go, they're expecting to make that money that day, and, they're already on their way there. So then a lot of times I'm stuck paying the guys for doing nothing because I don't want them to have wasted this big, long trip to my house for nothing. So I'll find something for them to do, pay them like a normal day, and it just kind of works like that. But yeah, on the third time, I kind of told her that on the second time, so I think she was for sure that I was going to straight up argue on the third time, and she was so ready, she says, "You're an asshole, we're done." And that's all I heard. You guys want to see my new dog? Say hi, meathead. Say hi.
Oh, I'm a monster.
Look at you, it's just a ball of fur.
Monster, look up.
What are you doing? Craziness. Guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm sure I'm boring you guys to death anyway. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope the NIA Center thing helped a few of you guys. And Let me check the questions here real quick. Oh, good lord. Why do I get so far behind? Bridge burner, I do too, bridge burner. I don't have to work for everybody. I don't need to work. I can do this and pick and choose mine too, and that's what I love about my job. I don't have to work for you. I don't need your work. So to tell me, you got to do this, you got to do this, and this is what I'm not the guy. I'm just not the guy. I'll tell you, no, keep your work, find somebody else. I'm good. So, oh, Jared, what is going on, brother? We got one grace. Absolutely, Dan. That's a guy that's been in this game long enough and understands. It's the money's actually in the pruning. I want you to tell me, when you remove that tree, you make money on it one time. When I prune that tree 7 years in a row, I made money on it 7 times. Where's the money at? It's, the quick money, the instant money, which is everybody nowadays, that's how they live. I want it now, I want it, and I want it now. Is, yeah, the removal. I guess I understand it to that extent, but I'm more of a long-term person. So I kind of think of everything more long-term. Odd jobs with the roofing one. Yeah, just shut the gate. I got it. He's all right. I don't have the patience for the setup for that. Many of the trees. Oh, really? He's rewarded for sure. Oh, you guys like him? Right on. Yeah, he looks like a big old pillow, doesn't he? From Belle and Sebastian. Yeah. Yep. There's also the volume of talk of taking away. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And the wear and tear on the multiple pieces of machinery, whether it be your vehicle, your trailer, your saws, where you're dicing things up. There's a lot more to it. Uh, but let me be the first to say, my body hurts way worse when I do prunes than I do removals, because the ability to set on your spikes and have that 2 extra points of connection is easier for balance, it's easier for strength, it's more secure. So, it's tough. Prunes are tough. So, it really will hurt the body and make you use parts of your body that it's not, you're not used to using. High difficulty, low volume is what I look for. Yeah, heck yeah. Hell yeah, that's what we all should. You can charge a lot if you can do the job. Yeah, I'm that guy that I don't feel like there's a tree out there that can't be done. Um, I've yet to come across one. I don't turn trees down. I may need a while, or I may need a certain amount of money. The risk reward has always got to be there. That you guys should be weighing that no matter what it is you do. I don't care if you're working for somebody. Every job you do is a balance of risk and reward. Putting your life on the line for that boss that maybe didn't appreciate you. There's some days that you probably should say, "No, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm not doing it." You're gonna have to figure out a different way for me to approach this, to do this safer, whether it be in a lift, whether it be with a crane, whether whatever it is. I hate to see great climbers build companies for people that don't appreciate it. I've been that guy. I've built a lot of companies around me, and I don't know one that's appreciated it. So, it's tough to do. Prune it off at the ground. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. In Seattle, the competition is crazy. In the 90s, it was real bad. It's insane around here. Anyone with a chainsaw and a ladder um, slaps a decal on their back window and says they own a tree service. I don't know. They don't go around enforcing nothing, you know. But a guy like me that has to, keep his insurance, his license and stuff like that, it's tough because I find myself in other places, so I always have to keep all this stuff. and make sure they have it, and then these other guys don't carry it, don't ever have it, and then I get customers that expect me to compete with them gentlemen, and I just don't do it. I just won't. So. If it's too much money, the bills in the city. You're telling me, man. Yeah, I know. I know. The prices are insane for homes and stuff like. It's craziness. Chris, what's up, buddy? I'm glad you can swing in. Guys, I'm gonna have to jump off here. I keep saying that, and I keep staying, but I really do this time. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna finish up you guys' video. Um, it'll be kind of a longer one for you guys. Normally, I don't do videos around 10 minutes. I think this one's like a little over 20. Should be a good one for you guys. It's for my neighbor here. I was just being neighborly when I first moved in. He had a dead tree that was a codom. They took the one that leaned towards the road. They left the one that leaned over the house. I did the one over the house. I just finished my chores. Right on, buddy. I'll I'm usually I'll beat any price. I don't. I just don't. I think you get what you pay for. So tell me what they quoted, and I'll add 20. That's how I do it. That's how I do it, Rickford. Tell me what they charged, and I'll add 25%. I love it. I'm gonna put that on my cards. Let's see what they say then. It's great hanging out, brother. Right on, Dan. Hey, I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Thanks for your time. Appreciate y'all, and I will catch you soon. Stay safe.